Courtney Mermaid here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about the Mertailor Fantasea 2, and I need to let you know in advance, I filmed this a long time ago and actually lost the footage, and I recently found it, so now I'm editing it. So it's gonna sound like there's some stuff I'm gonna make reference to that might not make a lot of sense. Hopefully it's all good. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's just get into today's video. Hello my fishes, Courtney Mermaid here, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, if I didn't implode Instagram. I recently posted a picture of myself in the Fantasea Too Monofin by Mertailor, and apparently there is some excitement about that. So I asked you guys, what questions would you like me to answer about this fin? So here we go. We are going to answer some of your guys' questions. Okay, so the first question is by Aquarius with a Z, Mermaid Tails. I am curious about how much power they have. They are certainly beautiful. So yes, they are beautiful. As far as power goes, if I were so inclined and I felt like my feet would not cramp severely, I do feel like this fin would give you some oomph. I did feel like this fin had a little bit of a motor behind it. That being said, I was very cautious and very scared to actually try it, so I couldn't give you the absolute skinny on that, unfortunately. Sorry. The next one's from Mermaid Vlogs. Haha, yes! I love it. Yes, you do. However, the FF3 is my personal fave. Interested to hear your thoughts. Yes, you know what? I did like it. I don't think I'll ever try the Fantasea 3 just because I have not got the beautiful calves that you've got, okay? I don't think I could handle this thing. I think, honestly, I think my feet would fall off. But overall, I did have actually a pretty positive experience in it. If it wasn't for, I'm not a huge fan of the design. I think it's pretty. It's not my personal taste. That's all. I am much more of, I like things simple and streamlined. This is a lot more little like biddies and like ends and stuff. It's very cool though. It's very cool, and y'all who enjoy it absolutely rock it. It's just not really for me and my taste, so I probably wouldn't get one, but I did actually really like my experience in it, so I don't know. Cigarettes and Sage, I would love to know about the power they have and the fit. Is it kind on the mer feet, or is it painful and prone to foot cramps? I also love to know if the silicone fin changes your swim style as opposed to the other fins used. Love your videos. Thank you. So this one, I would say, in terms of the level of comfort, just putting it on, so it's easy to get on, put my feet in there, felt great. And I wasn't actually, so I'm not sure which size I was using because it wasn't my fin. This was actually a fin that Revenna Mermaid had purchased and she was using in her tails, and she very kindly, like, she's so sweet to let me try it, so I'm not sure what size it was. It fit me well, considering that we are not the same shoe size, like, at all. It was comfortable, it felt good. I do feel for me, but you have to know, I am literally sitting here, and you've seen me shuffle around, and that's because I have foot cramps just sitting here. So I am not really the best person to ask whether or not it's going to cause foot cramps, because every monofin to some degree will cause me foot cramps. Even the Luna, if I am in the Luna for too long, I will have foot cramps. I did feel tension. I would say tension is probably the best thing, the best way I could say it, in the arches of my feet in this particular fin. Your swim style is kind of the same. You kind of tweak a little bit here and there as you explore with different monofins. It's going to change. I would say the difference between a really stiff blade and a silicone fin, that's where you start to see the difference. But between all of these silicone fins, they really feel very similar. It's where you have like the Linden or like a competitor fin with a really big blade, like those start to feel very different. Okay, Elle would like to know, is there a lot of drag? Does the weight weigh you down? Not really. I would say that I did grab onto the wall because treading water in this thing wasn't really an option for me. Like, I did feel like if I needed to raft for a minute, I didn't really feel like I was going to be able to do that. So I made sure that I just kind of stuck closer to the wall a little bit. But overall, I don't feel like it slowed me down. I don't feel like there was drag. I feel like it was a really good experience overall. Okay, Bittersweet X. How would you rate the amount of zoomies you received with a proper dolphin kick? I live for speed. I currently own a Mahina and have been debating on a Luna or a Fantasea Fin 2 or 3 for days, and I want more flop. Okay, so if you want flop, this is the fin. This fin's got flop out the wazoo. The flop is real. The flop is everywhere. It's awesome how floppy it is. But that being said, I don't necessarily know. Like, look, the Mahina causes me so much pain that I'm not really, I don't swim in it. Honestly, I don't swim in it. If I do, it's very rare and very short in the amount of time that I go, because I just personally don't like it. If you were gonna be like, Courtney, I'm gonna give you a fin, here are your options, the Mahina or the Mertailor Fantasea 2, I would go with the Mertailor Fantasea 2 because man is that fin actually quite comfortable. With a proper dolphin kick, I feel like you would go fast even without a monofin, with a proper dolphin kick. My name is Anook UWU. I think that's trying to be one of those cute faces. I don't know. I'm old. Is the fin comfortable to wear at the feet? Yeah, it was actually quite comfortable. I think as long as you get the right size, it has a very thick feeling. It actually kind of makes it feel like your feet are numb. Do you know when you get freezing and you go and touch your face and you can feel your face on your finger, but you can't feel your finger on your face? That makes perfect sense. That's kind of what it feels like when it's on your feet. So it's not bad, it just feels thick. The mermaid seamstress, excited to hear what you think. It does swim differently in my experience than the original Fantasy fin. Don't shoot the messenger. I think I might actually like it better than the Fantasy one. I just don't think I would get one because could you imagine making a tailskin for this thing? And Revenna Mermaid let me know, she's like, yeah, it's not symmetrical either. So when you sew it, you have to be very careful to pay attention to which way the fin's actually gonna go in your fabric. So the Geeky Nomad, how is it turning wise? I do notice some slight drag happening when I suddenly turn from left to right in a mahina. I would say the wider you go, the more you're gonna have when it comes to turning. And turning is an interesting thing. I feel like I could actually do a video talking about how to make a quick turn in a mermaid tail because I do it really well in my Luna and I don't do it really well in wider monofins. I feel that's a real thing. Like even turning for me in the Linden is definitely a different experience to turning in the Luna. So I think you would probably experience that a little bit with this fin as well, except that there's definitely more flop. So I don't know, it's kind of a tough one. Gracie Snyder, does it do good propulsion or is it more for looks? I think it's definitely, I would say it's like 60-40, 60 looks, 40 propulsion. I think that's pretty accurate. I wouldn't say, for me, I don't think I would ever go Neum in this fin just because of my pre-existing issues with my feet and my legs. I don't think that would be a thing. I do think she looks pretty. Again, it's not my style, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the thought and the vibe that went into this fin. I think it looks good. It just isn't part of the Courtney mermaid, like my personal tails that I associate with my kind of like personality and like identity as a mermaid. But I just don't think it goes with my look, but I think it looks amazing on a lot of other mermaids, so it's good. Nerdmaid Faith, do it go Neum? Faith, you would make any fin go Neum, okay? You make all the fins go Neum, okay? I do not make all the fins go Neum. We know this about me, and that's okay. Its Neumage is hard for me to calculate. I do like it. I think it is very cool. I do also like the skins that he's come out with for it. I think he's got a lot of potential with a lot of cool designs for this fin. It's fun. I'm really glad I got the opportunity to try it. I wouldn't get it for myself just because I wouldn't use it. I am so in love with my Luna, and even the Fantasy one I still very much enjoy, and my Linden of course, because so good. And as far as the Fantasy 3 goes, it's just so big and I just have so many issues that I think it would be a bad idea. That's kind of where I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification as well so you never miss an upload. I know with everything going on in the world, telling you guys happy swimming at the end of my video just feels a little bit weird, but then it also feels a little bit weird if I don't say it. So happy swimming, my fishes, and I look forward to chatting with you all again soon. Bye!